On those big screens, it is time to begin the 2023 World Rapid Championship. The ceremonial first move, Magnus Carlsen shaking hands, his opponent shaking hands with the dignitaries. So many big names on the board and off the board in the playing hall from this amazing historic city of Samarkand. But right now, all eyes on Magnus Carlsen. The handshake, the clock has started. Magnus decided not to retract his move, Peter. Usually the player retracts his move. Here Magnus just said, hey, I'm keeping it on the board, and we are off with a Ruy Lopez.
Yeah, it's always kind of very funny when we see this kind of ceremonial first moves. You don't know exactly how the players will behave. We could see that Nikita was also unsure. He pressed the clock, but Magnus just jaduked his e-pop on, and there we go. We are waiting for the moves. We clearly have some technical issues. There are too many games that needs to be loaded up, but that's a classical Spanish. With Bishop c5.
Indeed, a very fashionable line, Peter. Easy opponent, and anything can happen in these rapid games when you have the black pieces. Looks like we have some moves on the board, Peter. We can switch back to Magnus's game, and there we go. This early Bishop c5 Ruy Lopez, which has gained so much traction in recent months.
Yes, and actually there is a catch, yeah, that the knight is still on g8. It wasn't exactly obvious, but black has not yet committed the knight to f6, so that knight might be able to go towards the e7 square. That's and also black is still keeping his pawn on d7. Eventually, you never know, is it d6 or we're gonna see d5 at the right moment. Lot of finesses here.
I've been facing this Bishop c5 move so many times online, and I never would know what to do against it, because the natural reaction is to play c3. Right? That's what you're taught by your mama when you're 2 years old. You go c3 and d4. But black has this very tricky idea, as you said, Peter, knight g to e7. And if you push d4 too early, after the exchange on d4, black will have this intermediate check on b4, and then can strike at the center with d7, d5. So Magnus, he chooses a more flexible approach, actually putting a knight on c3.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I also believe that Magnus just wants to get out of his opponent's preparation. The move knight c3 signals me that, yeah, he's hoping for some transpositions. Yeah, we have seen a lot of knight c3 lines games recently, and yeah, now the big question is, how is black dealing? Is he going for knight g7, or will he put that knight on f6 as we usually see it?
Indeed, we see some moves there being played. They should be transmitted to us momentarily. It feels like knight g7 is more in the spirit of the line, but as you said, knight f6 transposes to some sort of weird four knights opening, I would imagine.
Yes, something like, but with a6 bishop a4 included, and
realistic.
No, not at all. I'm pretty sure that it's not only the clock situation why Magnus is still hoping for something, but I might even argue that he's not hoping at all for anything. Look at this, he's grabbing a pawn. He shows nerves of some sign of nerves. Yeah, he's not happy.
It felt like he was making progress, but heroic resistance from his opponent, and now Magnus is down to 1 minute 20 seconds, so now he doesn't have that time cushion to pause and say, wait, let me take some time and calculate. Now he's blitzing out his moves as well.
Yeah, I think now it's slowly, maybe even not slowly, now it's time for Magnus to make sure that he doesn't run any risk of losing this game. That would be horrible. And look at his body language. Look at Magnus Carlsen. He doesn't give the impression that he believes in this position.
Absolutely. He's got less than a minute on his clock. King to G1, but Black can give that check on E3, and he does. And a repetition of moves. Is Magnus going to acquiesce to the draw? It's quite likely. He's basically out of resources here.
I think so. Yeah, if you would have asked me 10-15 moves ago that will Magnus allow a repetition of moves, clearly the answer would have been no. At this point, I would say 90% that he will repeat, because as we highlighted, it's maybe time for White to think about saving.
And now he's got under Black's book, he's got 37 seconds. King G1. And a handshake. Nikita Petrov has held Magnus Carlsen in round 1 with the black pieces. What a result.
Yeah, for the defense. And Magnus tried everything. Even maybe he overpushed. And he's kind of relieved that the game is over.
But an amazing performance by Petrov. At the same time, let's not overstate the case. This is just round 1. Draws in round 1 are extremely